Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of December 3rd, 2024. I'm your host, Sharyefa Muhammad, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. West Group of Forces improved tactical positions and successfully engaged the 44th Mechanized, 25th Airborne, and 115th Territorial Defense Brigades, notably in Kupiansk and Ivanovka. Ukrainian losses included up to 460 servicemen, artillery units, and vehicles. Significant equipment such as a D-30 howitzer, M119 guns, an electronic warfare station, and ammunition depots were destroyed.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast, the podcast that delivers insights from the heart of global military developments. I'm your host, and today we're honored to have Colonel A.C. Oguntoye with us to provide an update on the special military operation. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm here to offer a comprehensive briefing on the progress of our operations.
Let's start with the North Group of Forces. What progress has been made in the Kharkiv region?
The North Group of Forces has been effective in engaging Ukrainian forces. In the Kharkiv region, we inflicted significant losses on the 95th Airborne Assault Brigade and the 13th Brigade of the National Guard in the areas of Neskutchnoye and Slatino. Ukrainian forces lost over 40 servicemen, 2 vehicles, and a 122mm self-propelled artillery unit Gvozdika.
What's the strategic importance of these engagements?
These actions are critical for maintaining control over key areas and disrupting the enemy's ability to stage counteroffensives.
Moving on to the West Group of Forces, what updates can you provide?
The West Group has made significant advances, improving tactical positions while engaging the 44th Mechanized Brigade, the 25th Airborne Brigade, and the 115th Territorial Defense Brigade. These operations took place in Kupiansk, Lozovaya, and Ivanovka. Ukrainian losses included up to 460 servicemen, several vehicles, artillery pieces, and ammunition depots. Additionally, an electronic warfare station Anklavin was destroyed.
Were there any counterattacks from Ukrainian forces in this sector?
Yes, 11 counterattacks were launched by Ukrainian assault groups, but all were successfully repelled.
The Southern Group seems to have achieved some key victories. Can you elaborate?
The Southern Group liberated the settlement of Romanovka in the Donetsk People's Republic and inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian forces, including the 46th Airmobile Brigade and the 37th Marine Brigade. The enemy suffered 370 casualties, as well as the loss of vehicles, an infantry fighting vehicle, and an electronic warfare station.
And how about the Center Group?
The Center Group repelled 12 counterattacks and defeated several Ukrainian brigades, including the 59th Mechanized and 35th Marine Brigades. The enemy lost more than 555 servicemen, multiple armored vehicles, and artillery pieces.
Let's shift focus to the East Group of Forces. What's the latest?
The East Group achieved a significant victory by liberating the settlement of Novodorovka in the Zaporizhia region. Ukrainian forces, including the 33rd Mechanized Brigade, suffered heavy losses, including 155 personnel, a tank, and advanced self-propelled artillery.
And the DNEPR Group?
The Dnipro Group targeted Ukrainian forces in the Kherson region, specifically the 124th and 126th Territorial Defense Brigades. Ukrainian losses totaled 60 servicemen and 3 vehicles.
Air and missile operations play a pivotal role in these operations. What updates can you share?
Our operational tactical aviation, drones, and artillery conducted strikes on critical infrastructure across 142 districts. These included energy facilities supporting Ukraine's military-industrial complex, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and equipment. Additionally, our air defense systems intercepted 40 drones, including 4 outside the Special Military Operations Zone.
How do these strikes impact the broader strategy? And there's been talk of foreign involvement in the conflict. Can you elaborate?
These operations severely disrupt the enemy's logistics and operational capabilities, creating strategic advantages for our forces. And yes, there's increasing evidence of Western private military companies recruiting Latin American mercenaries to fight in Ukraine. These mercenaries undergo training and are integrated into Ukrainian units. However, their survival rates and engagements with our forces remain low.
The Kursk region continues to be a critical front. What's the latest update there? And what's next for the armed forces?
The Kursk region saw significant activity as our forces engaged Ukrainian formations, including mechanized and airborne assault brigades. Over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian forces lost more than 300 servicemen, 2 tanks, and several armored vehicles. These operations are part of our broader effort to neutralize enemy threats in this critical area. Our focus remains on maintaining momentum, securing liberated territories, and continuing to disrupt enemy logistics and operational capacities. We are committed to achieving our strategic objectives.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. The situation in Gaza is dire. Gaza's health ministry reports that Israeli strikes have resulted in the deaths of 36 Palestinians and injured 96 others in the latest 24-hour period. The UN states that food availability across the entire Gaza Strip is at an all-time low due to Israel's ongoing blockade, with some residents in the besieged northern areas completely exhausting their supplies.